technique ma fi wa kiri. O je car tí mo ń lò as of that time.
Yes, please.
A Toyota, a Honda Accord. End of discussion. 2005
for a pilot.
For a pilot. So,
it does. Yeah. So you would point at us. You would point at me now that I am part of a system that is guilty. Yes. But look at me. I'm not going to exonerate myself from that system. I was part of the system, but I was not the director. And then you didn't find me on set as consulting producer. In fact, if you look at Borokini, you won't find my name on the credit. That's a long story. But let me now fast forward you from there. Let me take you to Ladire. I directed the scene, and there is a girl, Oyakushe Olosho, Nibe. Owa wo aṣọ tó dé ní. Mo an ejo. Role wo ló fẹ́ ṣe? I was directing. I opened directing and I closed the set. One Olosho. Ṣé church girl tó ń ṣe Olosho ni or what? Explain this scene. Because from my experience as a man, nobody is a saint. So, ṣé ó pre-order ẹ ni or what? Pre-order ni pé tó bá pe ọmọ tó ń ṣolóṣó tí ó bá ti jáde sí títì tó bá wà nílé ó lè má ní láti dress up fún pé ó ń lọ because ó ti pè láti lé so á bá ẹ̀ so ó lè wọ anything wá kò ní láti market but tó bá pè láti títì kò ní wọrú aṣọ yẹn lọ títì. Of course some of them wọn ò ní wọ aṣọ tó máa fi polówó lé kúrò nílé wọn wọ normal aṣọ kúrò nílé.
Change.
I change about this sport one. I'm very experienced in these things, Shego. So I know. But also what depends on the age bracket. What depends on so you are trying to show me a Gen Z person. And then I tell them this is film. Oh, show my type explanation and so the screen ni. Pé nígbà tó ń bọ̀ láti lé àwọn ọmọ yìí ni wọ́n kúrò lé o wọ́n pè láti lé ni. So usually the type it. So you need to show the audience what the character is. Whatever you cannot show is nonsense. So, I told them, I can't shoot. Change this costume. I insisted. I wasn't going to shoot. I said, change this costume. All of them say, I told Happiness, Daddy Abiola, I said, I'm not shooting. Cholo lele na. Happiness, you want to cholo ni. Wani lo Tony, oriti, oriti, you know, but once I ring kiri, Loro. Egba bomb shot to one di girl yi e wo fun. So I had to now step in because mo rí pé wọ́n lè solve problem yẹn. So èmi ti rí pé mi ṣe fẹ́ solve gbogbo problem yẹn. But mi fẹ́ yẹ kó jẹ́ pé director ló solve gbogbo. So I gave them the time to think. So when they didn't solve it and I saw that they could not have known how to solve it because one costume to one yẹn kò sí costume. Mo ní ele bomb shot ló egba bomb shot díẹ̀ kó lọ bọ̀. Emu fun ko wo. E wa halter neck fun ko wo. Now, Omoloro Ashabi, Omoloro Ogunfeyiti mi, I think she was running costumes. What in mo pe ti ba ti wo mood yen, you do not argue with me. Because mo ti kọ́kọ́ fún wọn ní leeway kan lọ ṣe, mo ti fẹ́ wọ́n fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ sí sọ̀rọ̀, so wọ́n lọ ṣe, Omoloro ó tó, so mo wọlé, ó mọ́mọ́ ẹ wá, ó lọ́wọ́ bomb shot fún, kó tó mọ́mọ́ ẹ dé, ó wá. Whatever Bami so any kò ní sùúrù náà director àfin TF what is this obviously one halter neck tí mo béèrè ó wá ní halter neck but mo ní spaghetti so ó ná spaghetti dress yẹn sí mi spaghetti strap tó pé àrí yín sí mo wo okay ó lọ wọ̀ fún ó mú wá mo wò mo rí pé cover midriff ẹ̀ ó cover waistband yẹn mo á mú aṣọ yẹn mo á fold it I want it like that ó lọ ṣe láti ya mo ní ẹ fún ní waist beads wọ́n ní bọ́lá àwọn ní mo ní what do you mean bọ́lá ní how many girls are here wọ́n count here mo ní out of all of you this 10-12 girls 8 of you will be wearing waist beads do you want to bet with me ìwọ waist bead tó ní shine ló máa wọ̀ ìyẹn gangan ni mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ give it to her wọ́n ní báwo mo ní I know you can look at your physique I do profiling mo fẹ́ kó pọ̀ dáadáa so ẹ bọ́ waist beads yẹn sí díẹ̀ kó pọ̀ ó wà láyé wọn tí kú gbogbo wọn gbọ́ Wọ́n lọ bọ́ waist bead sí díẹ̀, wọ́n jáde, we good. Give her a tattoo on the right shoulder. They gave her a tattoo, give her earrings, puff out her hair, do makeup, paint her lips bright red, give her heels, something slightly high. Pàtó ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ tán, money good. Money now we can shoot, money no. Money kí ló dé? Money there is a trademark of a prostitute missing. Gbogbo wọn wò mí. Wọ́n wò mí pé what's the trademark? Money you people don't know the trademark. She must be chewing gum. When you say that done, it's because you don't have experience. You don't know why they chew gum. 2 reasons why Olosho will chew gum. 1, to keep awake on the street. Because he doesn't want to sleep. He must keep awake. She must look fierce. She must have that look on the street, and she must keep awake. Money 2. Most of you go to them smelly, unkept. Some of you are not tidy. You don't shave. And they do a lot of things with you all over their face, their body. That's why when you check the gum that they chew is mint. So they kill the nausea with the gum. So that's the trademark.
Ṣẹ́yìn ti gbọ́ lóṣù rí.
Ṣàmà parọ́ ni. No, Shama parọ́ ni. No. Lórí ládìrẹ yẹn, nothing sọ pé.
Tó lóun ò gbọ́ Yorùbá gan rìnrìn.
Nígbà tí a wà lórí set yẹn, I have never ever. So a ní kàn ṣe game yẹn. So when you say I have never ever had a twosome, if you have done it before, you clap. So somebody said I have never ever had a twosome, I clapped. I have never ever had a threesome. I clapped. I have never had a sex party. I clapped. Again, Osho did the director. I've done things in this life. I got tea because I got jilted by women over time until 2018. But 2015, it don't jilt me 2015. Only I can't keep your baby. I can't have your baby because I'm an albino. Sharing your down. So January 1st, 2016, ó dàgbẹ́ tí orí yín ti blow. Orí yín blow. Ṣé ẹ rò pé mo stupid bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni ọmọ lórí láàrin mi náà. Ó lọ́rẹ́ mi kan gbà kan, ó lọ́mọ kan tó like gan. And that, my friend, is widely traveled. Very traveled. Kò sí continent tí ó ti dé. So ó wá ń bọ́ ọmọ yẹn sọ̀rọ̀. Àwọn alágbó ń gbà yẹn. Ó bọ́ ọmọ yẹn, ó wá sọ, àfi mo like ọmọ yẹn. Mo ní ẹ̀. Tàbá ti ń lọ sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ mú passport ẹ̀ dání. Mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ọmọ yẹn náà ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé mọ́mí ń wà ní Amẹ́ríkà, ó náà fẹ́ traveler, so mo mọ̀ pé conversation hook ẹ̀ ni ẹ̀. Mo ní mú passport ẹ̀ dání. Ó ní kí n fẹ́ fi passport mi. Aláyé ṣòfò lọ mi. So tí bá ti sọ ẹ kó ṣe nǹkan, do it without question. Mú passport ẹ̀ dání. Ó dẹ̀ mú dání. Nígbà táwọn ẹ̀ dẹnu gate ọmọ ẹ̀mí tó bá ti dé òkè ẹ̀ táwọn ti ń sọ̀rọ̀. Make sure pé passport ẹ̀ jábọ̀. Make sure pé point bí wọ́n ti lu passport ẹ̀ jù tó ti ní UK tó dẹ̀ ní America. Make sure pé ibẹ̀ ni passport yẹn ti ṣí. Tí o bá hook ẹ̀, call me bastard. A dẹ̀ dókè. Passport yẹn dẹ̀ ṣí. Ó ti fọwọ́ ṣe wà. Ó kàn ṣí. Oh shit. Ayé kan pé I have a visa. Okay. No, it's not existing, but I had it before. UK. Many times. And they started the conversation from there. Ó dẹ̀ ti súnmọ́ pẹ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀ mo ní. Èmi fẹ́ lọ jẹ rice àtẹ̀wà. Mo lè butter. Before I could say Jack Robinson, the next morning or the next day. Èmi ti mo sọ fẹ́ kó máa work. I can be a bad boy and I can be a good boy. I didn't have sex until the 29th of August 2009. I know the date. It was a Saturday evening. As a matter of fact, mo ṣe MC concert choir wa kan tán nígbà yẹn. So girlfriend mi wá kí mi. Ó wá àwa jọ lọ lé. That was the day. In fact, I think I tried Adekola rí. I didn't know how to penetrate. That was how bad it was. So wá fi mí ṣe yẹ. Mo ti ra condoms like pé lálẹ́ yìí lórí African Magic Yorùbá. Àṣe bọ̀bọ̀ bá tẹ́ bọ̀ ni mo sunkún mi ṣe yẹ. So this day ó dàgbò tí wàá wà lára tiẹ̀ náà mo ṣe tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ wo rọ́bọ̀rọ̀ rádaràdà ni ó kàn yí mi ní gbẹ̀ ó kàn wá sókè ní pé wo àbá tèmi jẹ́. So at that time okay mo ti understand okay this artist. So by the next morning of August 30th ó ti yé mi. So ó yé mi to the extent pé mo ṣe pé mo gbé rice rice jóná. It was my father's house. So that was it. So mo dey shiva.
And
I you dey ask.
No,
I told you that I was going to be very
brutally honest. I like that.
So I entered it like that.
All right. Mo fẹ́ béèrè nípa àwọn actors wa kan. Shoki. It's your opinion me. Opinion you. Toyin Abraham. What's your opinion about professionally?
Well, I think right now she's been trying to make good films. She's been trying, and she's not been able to successfully make good films until recently. I just saw you back. Toyin Abraham Ajayemi ti pẹ́ ló ti ń gbìyànjú láti ṣe sinimá tó dáa.
So àwọn tó ti ṣe látẹ̀yìnwá wọ́n wà up to standard.
They are not. Is it èwo ló ṣe tí wọn máa ń I don't see or what's this one now? The Ghost at the Tout. The Ghost at the Tout too. Those are not films that
Can just story in the problem.
Look, the story is just not realistic. Apart from being realistic, there are a lot of story holes. Even Alakada Reloaded Toshe, I told people, I said, it looks like there's a conflict of creative expression. Later in Mwangboke, there was a rift between Titi Jeje and Bogumbe. I am trained to know. I am trained to know. I told people, I said, this is it. Let me put my mouth inside this matter now, so that I told people, I said, Funke Akindele appears to be condescendingly brutal. Let me take that back. Ó appear láti jẹ́ pé nǹkan tí ó bá fẹ́ nìkan náà máa ṣe.
That's Funke Akindele.
Yes, please. I think I've met her in places, not personally. I've seen her, so I've not really met her personally, right? So she's not done anything to me wrongly. But as a public commentator, as a film critic, as a film industry reviewer, this is my opinion of her from her work. And I'll tell you how I know. Somebody of Funke Akindele's standing, if you are doing co-directing, why didn't you call Niyi Akimolayan? Because Osho more directing. And that's another error that people think, that people do. They believe that because they have been in the industry for a while, it makes them automatically know directing. No, sir. Most of the people who are directing don't understand where directing to Doriko. They're just doing a lot of nonsense. And I make bold to say that is a lot of nonsense. In staging, in plotting, in character development, in environment setting, in edit. Because about to date edit about she cut, work by the director's cut. So in the selection of the shot, we are any you directing or ye. Format look on ye. So I think somebody of Funke Akindele's standing should have collaborated with people like Kayode Kasum, people like Niyi Akimolayan, to directing to ye. People like Tope Adebayo, to directing ye.
So directing to Ye Tope Adebayo.
Oh yes, directing Ye Tope Adebayo. Are you kidding me? Seeing 7 Doors now. Of course, it is not a perfect film. None of their films, no work of art will be perfect. As human beings are not perfect.
Bayo Tijani Nko.
Yes, please. I was waiting to see what Bayo Tijani would do solo, and I saw what he did solo with Iyalode, and it's not bad. I keep saying that even God is not perfect. So why do you expect people to be perfect? Oh yeah, that's a philosophy that I say. And people ask me why God is not perfect, but I'll go back there if you ask me.
No, me if I digress.
So I know that I looked at it and I sensed that she's going to be a seriously overbearing human being who will think that what I say should hold. I held on to that opinion for a while. I didn't say it out until I met one of my guys who worked with her. Says that injo I want sorrow. One sọ fún mi pé money, this is my opinion. Mo wá kọ́kọ́ sọ fún of her. Ha. Ó wá ní ha. TF. It's like you are in our camp. When you go to her, when she wants to write, she tells you this is what scene 1 should look like, this is what scene 2 should look like, this one scene 3. But if you now have opinions to bring, no, it's not going to work like that. It's not going to. Oh no, I cough right now. I said, I didn't know that. And if you look at it, you will notice that even the co-directors that are co-directing with her, they're just there. She's not pushing them. She's not giving them any leverage. There's no leverage for them. What leverage have they used their job to get? There's no leverage. So she's extreme. It shows. I don't need to know her. I can read it from your job. I am trained to know. By the way, I spent 28 years in the industry. 28 years cognate experience, 1998 till now. 28 years cognate experience on the street, in the academia. I have never done anything else apart from entertainment in my life. The first business card I printed, Albino Communications Incorporated, was wise, I think, 2001, just after I graduated. Baba Gbala ló bá mi print in half. Waste material, ló bá mi print to mi pàǹpà. We got Care of Youth Rescue Club, Association for Reproductive and Family Health, quarters 815A, Army Officers Mess Road, Ikola by GRE Ibadan. Mo list MC, Jingle Production. Mo listed. I was pretty young. I knew what I wanted to do. So I've been in this industry. I didn't mean yes, sir. So even teaching, corporate production, corporate media, I've been in the media. My adult life since the age of 15 till now, I'm going to be 43 on the 13th of July. 28 years. I have done nothing else. And so teacher Yoba Yemi, somebody was talking to me on Facebook and said I am not an authority. I said I am an authority. If 28 years is not an authority, then what is it? Uncle, then I have a degree, I have a master's degree. So what else is an authority? Uncle Ologun. The man is a well, let me finish my opinion about Toyin. Okay. Toyin Abraham. I think in recent times, she's now trying to make films that make sense. Now, if you look at her Alakada Gen Z, it's better than most of her indie films that she directed herself. Why? She got somebody who had been concentrating on directing, Titi Jeje, to do it. So I liked Alakada Gen Z. That's why when people came out and said, I want people here who act it too. I'm like, and she now came out to defend them and said, people will discuss your work. You don't need to come and defend them. It wasn't my question that just come and solo. Top and solo and when mama wo. Why do you come and say what it tell Lorun play around family now? So I think there's a little of doing too much, and Toyin Abraham does a lot of overacting, especially that thing she does with her mouth. What is the purpose of coming? That's landing heavily on her P's, on her B's, on her consonants, and that's what I call playing to the gallery. ṣé àwọn pé tẹ́ bá lọ sí House of Assembly àwọn èèyàn ló máa wà ní gallery àwọn èrò wọ́n máa wà ní gallery àwọn èèyàn wọ́n máa wà ní floor of the house so tó bá ti wọlé tó fẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn tó bá ti wá juwọ́ sáwọn tó wà ní gallery that's playing to the gallery ṣe àrími náà ń pè. So when you say the term playing to the gallery is a term for overacting, which is also what Odunlade Adekola does a lot. So as much as Toyin is trying to make good films, she's not succeeded because she's doing a tad bit too much. All right? And that's because all she needs to do is go back to school, go back to train. Just go and take a 30 days course in New York Film Academy. Look at Muideen Olalakolala. Look at what a degree in dramatic art and a master's degree in creative art has done to his life. Egmont has changed now. Lala from a street artist has become a consummate professional artist. Even the man bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ ńsìn, tó bá ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀.
Exude this confidence.
Not just confidence, finesse. A chipped. That's what education, proper education, exposure, knowledge does to you. His films are different. His acting is different. His stories come out differently. He knows he has to justify every picture. Toyin doesn't justify everything. But that doesn't take away from her effort as an artist. I'm waiting for the day I will direct her. Oh no, you all will love her. She's in love with Tele. You would love her more. So she has potentials, but her potentials have not been fully harnessed. Now, because we have lazy directors anyway.
You mentioned Odunlade in past, Odunlade Adekola.
Yes, please.
Yes.
I think I've said it many times in my review. So many times you will review me. Odunlade Adekola, ẹ̀gbọ́n náà nítorí ojú ẹgbẹ́ làwọn àti Bàrà Fẹ́mi. Right. So I'm speaking not as an àbúrò. Mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí professional. All right? I think Odunlade Adekola ni èèyàn kan tó jẹ́ pé ó ní talent, tí talent yẹ tó refuse láti jẹ́ kí talent yẹn grow this skill. That talent has not grown to skill. It hasn't. Everybody says Odunlade Adekola fara ṣeré, Odunlade Adekola try. But he thinks everything is entertainment. There's that element of nonsense in all his acting. I don't know how else to call it. An element of foolery. Sebastian, it's not every role that takes that. So he thinks everything, and people feel and wọ́n like it bẹ́ẹ̀. I say like it bẹ́ẹ̀. Nítorí pé wọ́n ti serve ní another option ẹ̀ ní. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ like it bẹ́ẹ̀ kí mainframe tó gbé fíìmù ẹ̀ dé? Kí ló tẹ́ prefer fíìmù mainframe sí fíìmù àwọn yòókù? Ẹ máa sọ fún yín ní something else ní. And I've reviewed this film on radio, and people have made a comment, and they've agreed with me. Audience kan ti pè mí ńjọ́ kan. Nǹkan tẹ́ rò pé àwọn audience ò rí wọ́n rí o. Ẹnìkan ti pè mí lórí rédíò ńjọ́ mo ní ẹ máa sọ nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ràn nínú Yorùbá film. Ẹni ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ó kàn pè mí ni ẹ máa rí pé ní yóò lọ school bóyá mọ́tò lòún wà bóyá mechanic ni. Ẹni ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ máa sọ wọn pé tó bá ti ń show television tí wọ́n sọ news àbí tí wọ́n ṣe program lórí television kí wọ́n máa pa sọ́kẹ́ẹ̀tì kí wọ́n máa tan sọ́kẹ́ẹ̀tì. Ó lè kọ́ pin ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ò kọ́kọ́ yé mi.
Kọ́ máa tan sọ́kẹ́ẹ̀tì.
Good. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe èmi náà ṣe mo á realize nǹkan tó ń sọ. You frame a TV plugged to a socket, and the socket is off, but the TV is playing.
Okay.
You would never think an uninformed audience will see it. And you will say it doesn't matter.
So she not be image yẹn wá síbẹ̀ kò ń ṣe.
Normally, but my shoot, that's how to shoot. That's tips and tricks of shooting. You film the TV in still and you put the image on it.
Okay.
Sometimes you insert a flash and green screen. You allow green screen to play on the screen and put it on. Sometimes you film that black and you put the image on it. So I film TV here, a film socket or plug here more. But inadvertently, I can film socket here. Any other I replace socket here one quick. But TV, she how? These are details, tiny details. So Odunlade Adekola needs only láti jẹ́ kí talent tí wọ́n grow skill. And this is how to grow your talent to skill. Go for training. Don't go and do business administration when you can do a diploma in theater arts. That's how they said Mr. Latin has just graduated from Peace and Conflict Studies. And I said, congratulations. But what's the point? What career path are you doing with Peace and Conflict Studies? If you are serious about what you are doing, can you go and get a diploma in theater arts? Commit yourself to ẹ má sọ pé kàwé ìwé ẹ kàyẹ useful fún nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe. Ẹ kàn kásápò ara yín ni. Okay, so what do you want to do? You want to follow ever tell a career ní UN ni or what? Or peacekeeping mission or ECOMOG or what is it? Or ever lọ sí OAU organization African Union or what do you want to do? Or UN? Is that except you are telling me mo fẹ́ move room B, or if you say, I want to do films that do this, I want to move to advocacy, okay, maybe. But obviously, that's not the plan. The plan is just to show us that he has gone to school. So please tell me, what's the relevance of if at that age, hello dramatic art, or go to New York Film Academy and do a 30-day course in filmmaking? That makes more sense to your career.
Bimbo Ademoye,
well, that girl is I'm being careful. She's everything an actor should be artistically. I've seen a film where she had to play two roles side by side. She's on the phone, she's playing one role, she needed to get on the phone, and she switched to the original character. Then you act being your con, and I'm like, okay. It's a lot of talent. A lot of talent. Again, a lot of talent. But I hear how undisciplined she can be on set. Not one, not two, not three people have told me. At least I know a very close friend of mine who directed the film, to direct film, to one in one. To the sub reset. First of all, we got by the indiscipline. And I think that's what is going to break her. To back continue, I think she wouldn't be able to do it on my set anyway. But Motoro, again, because nítorí irú òye tí mo ní nísìn, bóyá bí director ọ̀rẹ́ mi yẹn ṣe náà ni màá ṣe ṣe. Ó lóun kàn hands off, òun kàn dẹ̀ filẹ̀ fún producer, kí producer máa manage. Pé nígbà tán dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ tán, òun dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí shoot. Wọ́n ti waste time. Òun dẹ̀ shoot doru, òun jẹ́ wojú ẹ̀. Nígbà tẹ́lẹ̀ shoot tán, lẹ́sọ̀ pé ṣé ìrẹ́ ò mọ̀ mi? Ẹ̀gbọ́n mo mọ̀ yín wá ọ̀gbìn, so ó mọ̀ mi ló ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. So it's not one, not two, not three people. I've been on set with her, but I don't think I've had any personal. Any flatus, just passing. That's one scene. I don't think she didn't do anything untoward. Seeing me, right? She was on set. I don't think she gave them problem on that set. But she managed it, right? But report Timo Mbo nípa ẹ̀, and more recently, ṣé àwọn tí mo bá ṣe believe gbogbo yẹn ọ̀rẹ́ tèmi tó súnmọ́ mi tó direct ṣe that's so mo feel pé indiscipline ó wà, and that's it will be the death of her, because very soon àwọn èèyàn dìde lójoojúmọ́ ni, but skill talent yẹn have you seen tí òun àti Gabriel ṣe nínú Anikulapo, The Girl Awakens?
Yeah.
It was a 4 minutes plus scene. Ibi tí gbàgbé character Gabriel yẹn, but Gabriel tó dé láti ibi tó ti perform, tó ti bínú wálé, tó wá sọ pé òun mówó dé, wọ́n ní káwọn jọ máa lọ. It was a 4-minute scene. It was not boring. That's a marriage of actors. That's a marriage of actors. Conversation here was not shouty. Like Ati Bimbo, Ati Gabriel, they didn't do too much. They just did enough for the scene. 4 minutes. Because the rule of screen is that a scene must not play more than 2 minutes, except it is an action sequence, or there's something particularly you want to drag out of that scene. It's a cardinal rule of filmmaking. Once a scene plays more than 2 minutes, it becomes boring, it is too long. Except it's an action sequence. This scene was not an action sequence. It was a dramatic scene. You had drama, subtle drama. It played for 4 minutes. Only talented actors could have held you for that long. So Bimbo Ademoye, yes, is talented.
Mi lè béèrè gbogbo èèyàn tán. But mo ti ń ronú idea kan lórí mi, màá share pẹ̀lú yín later.
Okay.
Bọ́n jẹ́ kí n béèrè nípa Bíọ́dún Stephen.
Woo! Admire her. But she's going out of her line.
How?
She's trying to be other people. I say, in Nigeria, Bíọ́dún Stephen is the queen of drama. Ṣàwé, a genre of film kan wà tó ń pè ní drama. Àwọn kan wà rom-com, right? Àwọn kan wà thriller, K visuals. Kẹ́mi Adétìbá, king of thriller. Forget it. Kẹ́mi, she's the queen of thriller. Thriller ye. Mo ti jókòó sí workshop tí Kẹ́mi Adétìbá wà. Mo dẹ̀ feel wípé personality ẹ̀ ló wà nínú Eniola Salami, at least the younger Eniola Salami nínú King of Boys. Pé ìdẹ́gbẹ́ 2014 or thereabouts ní workshop yẹn. Bí Kẹ́mi Adétìbá ṣe wọlé náà nìyẹn. Tó wá ṣe workshop yẹn. But you see, Bíọ́dún Stevens, I don't know why she didn't make a career of acting. Tó bá appear, man like láti rí lórí screen. Ó máa ṣeré. But let's even leave her acting. Let's talk about her work as a filmmaker. Have you seen Breaded Life?
Yeah.
Oh my days. Yeah. Mi ò sọ pé perfect. No perfect work of art. But Bíọ́dún Stevens. And you will see that the effect of drama ó wà lórí Làbákẹ́ Olódodo. Because she's the director of Làbákẹ́ Olódodo. Yes, I think. So you will see that only female, because what you expect a female only makes sense. Because one Ọkùnfẹ́mi ṣe wá pẹ̀lú Agẹṣinkólé, and wàhálà àwọn èèyàn wa náà nìyẹn tí format kan bá ti tà everybody máa tẹ̀lé format yẹn. Bí Funke ṣe wá pẹ̀lú Jennifer tó rí báyìí, Mercy Aigbe Adeoti now followed with Osas Omoge Benin. Everybody followed with, it was an era of comedy. Everybody else followed. Somebody came with Alani Pamolekun. That's Odunlade Adekola. He has all those crime thrillers in his hands. Everybody followed. Everybody, tí format kan bá ti tà, everybody tell the format here. So bí bàdá ṣe wá pẹ̀lú Agẹṣinkólé báyìí, everybody and that's also an error. Wọ́n sọ pé we are telling our stories. So tó bá sọ pé we are telling African or Yoruba stories, wọ́n fi pé the only way to tell African or Yoruba stories is to go and tell Nígbà Ìwáṣẹ̀ stories, which is why I liked nígbà tí bọ̀dà náà wá yẹ̀ kó mbẹ̀ tó kàn lọ 7 doors. Ó kàn yẹ̀ kó mbẹ̀ ni pé ẹ kó bí. But he returned in Agẹṣinkólé. Ẹ̀rọ àrẹ pé gbà tó lọ sí Agẹṣinkólé, ó wá mú wá sí modern.
Agẹṣinkólé 2. So yeah.
Ó yí ọwọ́ ẹ̀ padà wá síbí. You can tell authentic Yoruba stories in
modern,
current time.
Contemporary times.
Not yí padà sẹ́yìn. But Bíọ́dún Stevens, queen of drama, tó bá ń ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú Bíọ́dún Stevens, wàá máa act. I think she's one director that directs olùdarí eré tí ò ní darí àwòrán. I think òun ni director tó lè dàbí Uncle Tade Ogidan. Máa sọ báwọn èèyàn wípé mo dẹ̀ láìkí nǹkan tí bàbá Adekola sọ fún mi nígbà tí mo wà ní UI. Mo ń bí wọn ní question ó láì pé Madam Jares àbí fíìmù kan náà gbé wá torí àwọn máa ń ṣe campus run, wọ́n máa ń gba comments kan tó ṣe final cut. So mo á lọ bá wọn as a film director, wọ́n ní I'm not a director, just call me a filmmaker. Later tí mo dàgbà mo agree pẹ̀lú wọn pé wọ́n yé ṣe director, filmmaker ni wọ́n, àwòrán náà wọ́n ń wò, wọ́n ewéré. Although wọ́n máa wo content, wọ́n máa wo but picture. Bàbá Adekola seem to concentrate a lot on picture. So much so that gẹ́gẹ́ bí actor òṣèré tí ò bá dá láti lè wà kàn flat ni. Tí ìwọ gangan ò bá dá, right? Or tó ṣeré lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ àwọn èèyàn tó yẹ kó máa gbé ẹ̀fọ́, ó kàn lè flat. Which was why Abeni was flat. Ṣọlá Àṣẹdẹ̀kọ was flat in Abeni, my own opinion. But ẹ máa rí àwọn bọ̀dá ayọ̀ tó ti wà l'Amẹ́ríkà ń sìn yìí. Gbà gbogbo yín ẹ máa wálẹ̀ rí pùlé nígbà tó lọ Kútọ́nù. Ẹ máa rí bọ́n yẹn ṣeré yẹn.
Badmus àbí?
Ayọ̀ Badmus, thank you. Ayọ̀ Badmus. Wọ́n ní rí pùlé yẹn wá ní ok ṣe chicken ní pùlé ok rí rice ó mú wa yẹn wá ní gbà báwo gbà yẹn wá ní ó gbà ó ní ó drink gbà wọ́n ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ìgbà tó wá lọ tó gbà tó lẹ́nu gbà ẹ̀rú ìbáwí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ló jẹ́ gbà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá gbà gbogbo yín ẹ̀ máa wálẹ̀. I laughed ó lọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀mí kan ọ́ di Thomas tábà máa kíra lẹ́nu tí ọ́ di Thomas bá wà bí lẹ́nu àmà ní gbà gbogbo yín ẹ̀ máa wálẹ̀.
First director Burkini wà ní àbí?
Yes, he was the only director of the 120 episodes of the first season of Burkini. Sure you understand? So Baba seemed to concentrate on picture. However, go and look at Tade Ogidan. Master of stories and emotions. Kò sí story tí wọ́n kọ fún Tade Ogidan tí ò ní tún kọ. Ó sì máa tún kọ. So àmú script yẹn wá ó máa tún wò. Ó máa tún kọ. So that's why on the writing credit, you always see Tade Ogidan on the writing credit. But wípé wàá jẹ́ actor nínú iṣẹ́ Tade Ogidan ò ní act. Àwọn ti ṣépè fún ẹ pé ò ní act lẹ́yìn ni o. Wọ́n ti pilẹ̀ fún ẹ lépè pé ò ní act. Ó máa ṣeré ni. So I think Biodun Stephen ni director tó dà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tó máa mú actors tó dẹ̀ máa ń wo story tó máa mú àánú wá. Ó máa pa ẹ́ lẹ́rìn-ín, ó máa mú mi jẹ́. It will give you a good. Ó máa fún ẹ ní nǹkan tí Amaka Igwe define film to be. Ó ní Amaka Igwe according to Chris Ihidero, who is a trainee of Amaka Igwe, the late Amaka Igwe of Amaka Igwe Studios, Checkmate and Fuji House of Commotion. Ó ní Amaka Igwe sọ pé a film must feel like an African pot of soup. And what is an African pot of soup? Film gbọ́dọ̀ dàbí ọbẹ̀ Africa, ìkòkò ọbẹ̀ Africa tí gbogbo nǹkan wà nú ẹ̀. So ẹni tí ò jẹ ọbẹ̀ yẹn torí ẹran, á jẹ nítorí ẹja, á jẹ nítorí pọ̀nmọ́, á jẹ nítorí gúre, á jẹ nítorí ilá tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Everything must be there. So I think Biodun Stephen ó ní olùdarí eré, filmmaker, olùṣe sinimá tó jẹ́ pé ó máa ń fún ẹ ní gbogbo feeling ilé ayé. No film, comedy, you find it, drama, you find it, emotion, you will find everything inside. That's Biodun Stephen.
Mo mention Uncle Ológun ní yìí.
Yes, Baba.
Ẹ fẹ́ mẹ́nu bà ọ̀rọ̀ because he's a producer.
Yes, please.
He's a fantastic director.
Yes,
Ilé àwọn sọ fantastic, àmọ́ fantastic.
Yes, please.
Iṣẹ́ wọn ṣì ń sọ̀rọ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Yeah.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. And parí ẹ̀. Okwese is a producer, is a fantastic director.
Maybe he's a writer.
And is a lovely person.
Okay.
Àbá ẹni ṣe rí àwọn humility kan wà àti gentility. Humility and gentility kan wà tó yẹ pé I cannot even begin to think of aspiring to it. Ṣé àwọn ìwé ọ̀tọ̀ ni pé I cannot begin to aspire to it. Eléyìí, I cannot begin to think of aspiring to that. Mi lè humble bẹ́ẹ̀ ó dayé àtúnwá. Mo lè humble bí bàbá láàlóògùn níyì. Ó dayé àtúnwá. Mo lè gentle bí bàbá mi mọ̀ bóyá gentle nígbà èwe o. Mi rẹ̀ mọ̀ bóyá humble ní ìgbà èwe. Ṣùgbọ́n ní ìgbà tí èmi bá wọn, ibikíbi bí TK náà ni. Lítìtì tá a ti pàdé the other side. TK lọ pè mí. Wọ́n tap mi. Àwọn bàbá yẹn ó dà pé wọ́n ní humility kan tó yẹ pé wọ́n ó wá from another place. Professor Duro ní náà try láti generation Professor Duro ní náà a foremost theatre technologist. Wọ́n ń pè mí mi ìgbọ́, wọ́n wá ń pè mí lórí phone. Mi ò lè gbé, so mo láti kí earpiece bẹ́ẹ̀ tí mo wá pè wọ́n. Mo rò pé wọ́n ti ń pè mí fún nǹkan mi ní pé bóyá wọ́n sí lára wọn wá láwọn àwájú mi bá wọn kí mi wọ́n á dìde lọ bá wọn. That's humility bàbá aláolóògùn ni, and for a creative that is that tight. Àwọn èèyàn máa ń sọ pé kí ló tí wọ́n wà irrelevance kíní kan wọ́n mú ní. Another error tá a máa ń ṣe as creatives of this time yẹn tó bá pé relevance ló fi ń select mentoring, you will die. You might just die quickly. Your star may just fade quickly.
So mentorship ò ní ṣe pẹ̀lú kẹ́ni ẹ̀ wà ní stardom.
No, please. It might be somebody who is not in line or who had never been in line. Ló need àwọn guidance ẹ̀. Ó lè ẹni bí kéèyàn mọṣẹ́ kó má popular. Ó mọṣẹ́. Like this, tó bá ń to first director in Nigeria, wọ́n ní torúkọ mi mọ́. Tó bá ń to filmmaker in Nigeria, wọ́n lè má torúkọ mi mọ́. Recently, mo kàn tẹ who is Tolu Fagbure sí ChatGPT mo dẹ̀ rí pé ó describe mi. Bóyá torí pé mo máa ń lo ChatGPT yẹn ló fi mọ̀ mi. Mo á mú fóònù ẹlòmíì, màá tẹ who is Tolu Fagbure sí. Ó dẹ̀ gbé jáde. Okay, ó dà pé ayé ti mọ̀ mi díẹ̀ o. Ó ti yé mi. But it doesn't have to do with what you have done. It has to do with knowledge. Rí àwọn bàbá wa nínú Olúwa, I'm a Christian. Tó yẹ pé gbogbo àwọn èèyàn gbogbo àgbáyé máa mọ̀. Mentor wọn wà ní orí òkè kan.
Tẹ́pọ̀ àwọn ará orí òkè yẹn nìkan ló, àwọn tó ń lọ orí òkè yẹn nìkan ló mọ̀.
Orí òkè yẹn gan lè má popular. But mentor yẹn ló ń sọ pé Ọlọ́run sọ báyìí. Tí ẹni yẹn bá sọ pé gbé ìgbésẹ̀ báyìí, tó bá gbé, ẹ̀mí mímọ́ gan ní láti bẹ́ni yẹn sọ̀rọ̀. Ọgbọ́n orí àti experience ẹni yẹn, tẹ́ni yẹn bá sọ pé Pastor Jídé ẹ ṣe báyìí, ẹ gbé báyìí, rí tẹ́ bá tó ilé ìpọ̀ ó máa ṣiṣẹ́, ó dẹ̀ máa ṣiṣẹ́. But ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn, and ó dẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ sí àwọn tí wọ́n I wanna act ń sìn, tó bá ti kí ń ṣe Odunlade Adekola, Fẹ́mi Adébáyọ̀. So if you are doing an acting workshop, tó bá ti sọ pé Odunlade Adekola ń bọ̀, Kúnlé Afọláyan ń bọ̀, wọ́n ní wá.
But I think it's still about a question of ẹni tó pè wá kí ló ń gọ́ ti ṣe.
Well, tó bá dé wàá mọ̀ nǹkan tó ti ṣe. Sometimes àwọn iṣẹ́ pọ̀ tí ó pariwo. Do you know that I won the African Cinema for Change, one of the films for African Cinema for Change project in 2014? Wọ́n gbé sí public la. Owó tí mo fi ṣe fíìmù yẹn, mo gan máa ẹni mi no experience. Bí mo ṣe rí owó yẹn ni mo ṣe pilẹ̀ fíìmù yẹn. Owó tí mo fi ṣe short film 15 minutes yẹn, ó lè ṣe feature-length film mẹ́ta at that time. I said 1.88 something ní 2014. At least ọmọ ṣe feature-length film méjì. What are you talking about? So I've run big projects. What are you? Mo ti ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú Search for Common Ground. Àwarawa tó ń play lórí Splash FM. I was the producer of the 40 episodes in Ibadan. They were sending me the script. In fact, I didn't write the script. They had written the script, they had translated the script. My own is to get to the studio and get it produced. And it was some good money. So we make money in other places. If you think, mo sọ fún yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà, mo ní kò sẹ́ni tó máa pè àfin ṣeré normally. Tí kì bá yẹ kí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe oníbodè, àbí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe àjọ̀nù, àbí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe kí nǹkan tó rọ̀ lórí igi. Ta ló máa rò pé òun fẹ́ cast ọkọ ìyàwó tó máa rò pé àfin ló máa ṣọkọ ìyàwó, except the person is your friend. It will take a Jayekuti to think of ìyá àfin. ó dà ní ìdí tí Jaiye Kuti náà fi rò yáàfin eventually tó ló ti ṣẹ̀mí láti bẹ̀rẹ̀. My first meeting with Jaiye Kuti was when we wanted to do Family First. Mo máa sọ story yìí mi kì í dárúkọ ẹ̀. Mo máa dárúkọ àǹtí Jaiye nísìn. But I will say, let me say before I go on, eventually àǹtí Jaiye became my support, my back. Àwọn èèyàn ti sọ pé sugar mommy mi nígbà yẹn pa fẹ́ra. She became my support. She became àfẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi. We became, in fact, oníjọ́ kan tájọ lọ event kan ní Wo, àǹkárá kan náà lájọ wọ̀, àti wọn lọ jókòó sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ara wa, wọ́n ní fọ́tò yẹn náà wá lọ yà pé aṣọ pé wọ́n ti fẹ́ra wọn. Right? So she became my person, she became my defender, and she went and did Ìyáàfin. But ìgbà tá a kọ́kọ́ pàdé ní 2016, Rare Edge, I was line producing Family First, 13 episodes, our first major drama production ní Rare Edge. Ìyẹn ni mo fi set template gbogbo productions yẹn, template of in law. Èmi ni mo bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ lórí phone, and we were having conversations. I was strict with my conversations. So tí ó bá ti jẹ́ pé ó ti strict jù, wọ́n wá sáré lọ sọ́dọ̀ lẹ́yẹ lórí phone, EP, and wo lẹ́yẹ aṣọ pé gbọ́ kí ló ṣe fún Jaiye, because kò mọ Jaiye, Túndé Ọládìméjì ló suggest Jaiye, in case táwọn tí ó bá mọ̀ ọ́n ṣe kán mọ̀, Túndé Ọládìméjì ló suggest Jaiye. Lẹ́yẹ ò mọ ẹni tó jẹ́, but èmi mọ ẹni tó jẹ́, so mo ní, oh, that will work. You know, we wanted to use Rose Odika, but she said she was going to be traveling to the US. So we went to Jaiye Kuti. And we hired her. So we were talking to her, and she was enjoying the conversation. So, family drama ni. So you can your portrait. So kó tó di pé àwa shoot, àwa ní kan wá a week before, kan wá ya family portrait pẹ̀lú Uncle Larry Balogun, the bad moms and all that. So mi wà lókè l'office ní Bódìjà. Wọ́n á gbóhùn àti Jaiye, wọ́n ti dé. So ọmọ Ìbàdàn àti Ìjẹ̀ṣà nù mí papọ̀ pé jẹ́ kí n jókòó síbí. Wọ́n ń bọ̀ wá bá mi. Kí tí mo kí n jókòó? So that kan lè bá mi ńbẹ̀. Mbá sì mọ̀ what the reaction would truly be. But mo kọ̀ wò pé àgbàlagbà lẹ́ni yìí. Okay, àdẹ̀bá lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ yìí náà lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní 98. But that kan ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pé jà lọ kí wọn. Mo dẹ̀ sọ̀kalẹ̀ lọ bí wọn. Wọ́n dẹ̀ kí gbìyànjú everybody kí wọn. Mo dẹ̀ ń tọ́ láti kí àti Jaiye wọn dẹ̀ kí mi. Ìbá dà láti kí wọn báyìí, wọ́n á tọ̀ lẹ́yìn, wọ́n á máa kí àwọn ẹlòmíì lọ. Yes, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Àwọn èèyàn wà láyé wọn ìtì kù, wọ́n á máa kí ẹlòmíì lọ. So gbà tó yá, dànsíkí kékeré kan báyìí mo wọ̀. Pride dẹ̀ wà ní inú mi ń gbà yẹn. Àti mi kan wà tó bá ń pè mí, á ní my affair with a pride. Mi ò ní owó, but mo ní pride. Kì í ṣe ìgbéraga o. Yes, mo ní ìgbéraga, mi ní àfojúdi. Tọ̀rọ̀tọ̀tọ̀ ni. Yes, please, I have my pride. So mo kàn kọ́wọ́ sínú dànsíkí báyìí, mo kàn wò pé níbí lónìí, tó bá sùn, èmi ni. Tó bá tọ̀, èmi ni. Tó bá gbowó, èmi ni. Má bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ o. Mo ti ń rò nínú ọkàn mi. Wọ́n kàn ní, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ o, Mr. Tolu Fagbure, ọ̀gá wa, ó yẹ ká kí wọn o. Sugar, àwọn àgbẹ̀ bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn, láàgbé tọ́ ṣeun, sugar. Ó wá ní àgbàlagbà náà lẹ́ni yìí o. Number one, àwọn nìyẹn lẹ́yìn yìí. Number dẹ̀ yìí báyìí. Àní Mr. Tolu Fagbure tó wà intelligent yẹn, tó máa ń bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ lórí fóònù. Sugar ní, number one, àwọn nìyẹn lẹ́yìn yìí. Ó dẹ̀ wò báyìí. Ààfin. Ìwọ ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí èèyàn. It didn't pain me. Me, I was smiling. Because mo lórí set yẹn, èmi ni line producer. Lẹ́yìn line producer ló kọ executive producer. So níbi ìlérí, ibi tẹ́ sùn, èmi ni. Ibi tẹ́ ti jẹun, èmi ni. Ibi tí nǹkan tó bá wù yín kẹ́ pè mí. Eventually lórí set yẹn, mo ń kọrin. Wọ́n ti wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn títí tá fi gbé wọn lọ hotel. Wọ́n lọ níjọ́ yẹn, later tó wá padà dé. Ó dà pé jọ́ yẹn náà la gbé wọn lọ sí Owu Crown. Yeah, because Owu Crown now fi wọ́n sì fi 35 days. We got a partnership deal. Because àwọn èèyàn wò pé ṣé Central Bank láti lọ mú owó tàbí shoot wà tàbí fàwé sí Owu Crown Hotel. It was 5-star, yeah? So, adé hotel wọn ni, àfin ṣá, àfin fọwọ́ kàn mí ṣá, tí bá kúnlẹ̀ báyìí, tí a fi máa gorí mi, máa jí. Téèyàn bá ti dúdú tán, mi ò lè, wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ mi ṣáà wò wọ́n. Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, later, lórí sẹ́ẹ̀tì Family First yẹn náà ni ìjọ mi wá ń kọ orin aṣọ funfun gbogbo ènìyàn súnmọ́ mi ẹ wá gbóhùn lẹ́nu mi kọrinkọrin ọmọ aráàyè kí ló dé tí ò tá tapá sí ẹ̀sìn ẹ dúró náà ta ló fẹ́ wọṣọ èpè tẹ́fí sọ páláṣọ àdúrà ò dáa ẹgbọ́n mi náà ta lẹni tó fẹ́ wọṣọ dúdú tẹ́fí sọ páláṣọ funfun ò kì í ṣe èèyàn rẹ̀
kọ́nà fọ́rùn kẹwọn.
ẹjọ́ ẹ̀yìn kọ orin ẹ̀ máa ń kọ Jaiye wá ń wò mí lọ́ọ̀kan JK wọ́n wò mí pé àfi ń kọrin wọ́n wò mí títí wọ́n dẹ̀ ní pé ìgbà yẹn wọ́n fẹ́ ya ọ̀rọ̀ mi wọ́n fẹ́ ya olórí Amọ́lẹ́gbẹ́ wọ́n ti kọ script wọn tán wọ́n dẹ̀ create role fún mi nínú ọ̀rọ̀ mi wọ́n ní orin yẹn ló dẹ̀ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ eré yẹn that's why if you go and see ọ̀rọ̀ mi you see that eré yẹn òun ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ eré yẹn mo á ṣe bí a demented human being ni narrator tó wà láàrin ayé àtọ̀run tó ń rí so it's a first person narrative style in filmmaking so mo á ṣe so ìgbà yẹn ni Jaiye ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní wá ń wò so in her interactions with me ó wá ń yàtọ̀ wọ́n á create role yẹn fún mi òun náà wọ́n á rò in discussion later like 2017 bóyá ká tó ya Ìyáàfin or after tó ya Ìyáàfin níjọ́ kan náà sọ pé Àfin is your mommy proud of you mo ní yes my mommy is proud of me àwọn ò mọ bí ìyá kan ṣe máa bí Àfin o tí ó máa wà proud mo ti fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ sí wọn dànù jọ yẹn tó rẹ́nu tèmi gan ò dáa if not pé uncle Lekan Wasiuddin Libra TV wọ́n wà ń bẹ̀ ǹjọ́ yẹn torí birthday lẹ́yẹ birthday Libra TV Lekan Wasiuddin birthday uncle Tunde Ola Yusuf Libra àjọ làwọn mẹ́ta I think Tunde Ola Yusuf's birthday was the last or Libra's was the last so àwa fẹ́ lọ celebrate gbogbo ẹ̀ papọ̀ so we are now at the office níwájú Rare Edge so náà wá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn uncle Lekan wá sọ pé madam I think I disagree with you there is no kind of child that a mother tó máa bí tí kò ní wà proud of náà tí wọ́n á Àfin tèmi tí ẹ wà intelligent is very intelligent wọ́n á change it I think the aftermath of that náà wá kọ Ìyáàfin as a matter of fact sin ibi education ibi tí doctor ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ Melanie àwọn misconceptions nípa Àfin yẹn ẹni tó kọ script yẹn gan ò get yẹ so ìgbà tí mo dórí iṣẹ́ tán wá sọ kí ni ẹ̀ mo wá ní excuse me ẹjọ́ Àfin ni èmi gangan ní Àfin ní ibi ẹ kì í ṣàlàyé nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nǹkan tẹ́ni kọ báyìí mo wá ṣàlàyé ó dà gé ọ̀nkú kí ló kan ṣe Lékan Ọlátúnjí tó wà lábẹ́òkúta yẹn wọn ò tètè get kí ni ẹ̀ mr láti wá ní ojú tiẹ̀ káwọn àwọn fẹ́ lọ sẹ́ẹ̀tì mi ṣé ẹ̀wọ̀n kan ṣé bí eléyìí kàwé kí ló tóun ò sọ kí dókítà wa parí ẹ̀ náà ṣe wá fọ̀rọ̀ yẹn sí mi lẹ́nu tẹ́ bá wo Ìyáàfin olùfijẹ́ dókítà rẹ̀ kó sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ó ní mo fi wá ṣe education astigmatism Àfin òun jẹ́ iyọ̀ tán náà iyọ̀ ló máa ń passport mo wá break it relationship Jaiye Kuti with me over the time ló jẹ́ kó understand kí ni Àfin gangan tó fi wá lọ òun náà fi wá lọ ṣe fíìmù yẹn and I think also it was in her bid to give me an opportunity because that's my first lead role. Okay. That Ìyáàfin was my first ṣe ti rí tani ìbá fún mi lead role so it takes a friend kí dẹ́ ṣe pé Àfin náà kò lè ṣe ọkọ nínú eré you just need to tune the story to meet it but it takes a friend. Èmi náà ti bá gbogbo èèyàn jà èmi ò ní parọ́ I don't blame anybody for any of my predicament èmi bá everybody jà and this is it ìjà principle ni and I tell people I fought àwọn ìjà principle kan wà tí mo jà tó bá pọ̀ yé mi nígbà yẹn I will leave it kí relationship lè grow màá kàn filẹ̀ kí relationship lè grow nítorí pé ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ ló máa pè é sí ẹ ó bá good kó good kí ayé máa bọ́ kọ́run máa mọ̀ tó bá lọ́rẹ̀ ẹnu iṣẹ́ it takes a Jaiye Kuti to write me into blacksmith okay ẹ wo role tí mo ṣe ní blacksmith yẹn kí ni mo ṣe nínú blacksmith yẹn tí èèyàn dúdú ò lè ṣe kí ni mo ṣe nínú blacksmith tí Jaiye fi sọ pé dandan èmi ni mo máa ṣe kí ni mo ṣe nínú ọmọlàkejì ti doctor ta ló máa ro ààfin as doctor it takes your friend so bí mo ṣe sọ ìyẹn náà máa sọ gbogbo nǹkan tí Jaiye ṣe fún mi náà bí mo inú ọmọlàkejì why tí Jaiye máa fi mí ṣe doctor kí ni ààfin lọ ṣe ń bẹ̀ but because she was my friend my big sister tó jọ̀rẹ́ mi tó jẹ́ èèyàn mi ààfin ló máa ṣe ròyìn and she paid me or some good money it might not be big money but some good money she paid me other films kan tó ń ṣe tí mo ti ṣe one Ẹbọra díẹ̀ she's key Ẹbọra again she keeps I'm waiting for someone to make me a husband and even because there are stories around albinism around the life of in fact you don't need to make it a story of albinism you just need to twist that story mo ti fẹ́ ọmọkùnrin now tó sọ fún mi pé Tolu gbà báyìí kò gbà báyìí a máa pàdé Kútì láti theatre ó ní kí n lọ gba ibi actors office jáde ó máa gba wájú lọ so à ń lọ Kútì a máa lọ pàdé Kútì
kẹ máa kọ́ máa rí yín pọ̀
mo ní why ó láwọn ọ̀rẹ́ òun fi ń ṣe ẹ̀ torí pé òun fẹ́ àfin I broke that off myself ọmọ tí mo sọ pé òun ló kọ́kọ́ disvirgin mi yẹn ó padà já mílẹ̀ náà tó tẹ̀lé èèyàn tó wá under hala lọ èmi ń tọ́jú ẹ̀ ní initiation rehearsal ní gbogbo initiation performance ó ṣe initiation tán mo dẹ̀ tẹ̀lé mo ṣáàrì tó ń sá lọ lẹ́ẹ̀lẹ́ ó dẹ̀ parí initiation ó jáde ó hug mi bẹ́ẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ jáde ó dẹ̀ ń lọ mo dẹ̀ tẹ̀lé ó dẹ̀ ti wọṣọ tán ó dẹ̀ ń lọ àṣẹ boyfriend ó ní under hala ti ń dòde nú kápá èmi dẹ̀ ń sáré tẹ̀lé gbẹ̀gbẹ̀gbẹ̀ ó pé then he went, why? But you do the lateral phone and ring. I'm sorry. They said we should not touch our phone. Mo bá dúró pé ọkọ ti di méjì o. Mo bá ló bá ní let's go now. Ó dẹ̀ wò mí Tolu máa máa rí ẹ. Ó dẹ̀ wò mí mo dẹ̀ ń wo kéèyàn dúró. That's why tí bá direct break up àti break fast. Emotions máa fi ń direct it because I've chopped it many times. Àbẹ̀yẹ̀ tó lóyún tó sọ pé I cannot carry your baby. So the other day, my friend was there. My friend was there. I have one too exclusive. So then no, wait, hold on. Tolu. Afin, Duro. What did she say? Did she say I cannot keep this baby, or I cannot keep your baby? Two different things. Duro. No. She said I cannot keep your baby. I said it's about you. It's not about the fact that she's not ready to get pregnant.
Kò fẹ́ gbé bébí àfin.
So lẹ́yìn wá sọ fún mi pé ọmọ ìkó tó wá jíìsì mi dáadáa nígbà yẹn ó kọ́kọ́ try ẹ̀rì tí mo sunkún ọ̀rẹ́ mi Kọ́lá tó wà ní Canada ń sìn ni mo pè ìyẹn ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń dé láti Kenya ó lóun ṣe ń gbé báàgì lẹ́ni ó rẹ̀ òun ní jet lag ó wá pe lẹ́ẹ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ mi ìyẹn rẹ̀ wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ so mo erí kọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀ mo rí bó ti pè ó ní àfin kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ I was weeping. Mo wá ṣàlàyé fún un I will be with you first thing tomorrow morning. That's why I go ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tó lè ṣe mi. Tá a bá jà I will always go back to him. 7:15 a.m. the next day. Gba ń gbọ́dọ̀ dùbẹ́gà. 7:15 a.m. the next day. Leye was in my house at Agbowo. So imagine when he had left Lagos. Ó wá gbé mi. Má worry, má gbé trabaye. Àwọn máa ṣorí fún ẹ̀sìn. Wàá gbàgbé ọ̀rọ̀. Ìgbà yẹn èmi òun ní Stevens and one other banker friend àwa lọ sí gentleman's quarters GQ lounge ìgbà yẹn ló wà lórí Awólọ́wọ̀ kó tó lọ sísàlẹ̀ àṣé máa tẹ́ lálẹ́ ẹjọ́ ẹ̀ a sọ̀rọ̀ látàlẹ́ tí wọ́n bí ọmọ déré mi 3 lẹ́yìn sọ pé mo promise ẹ kò dẹ̀ kí láìkí máa dárúkọ sínú àwọn kan báyìí pé ó wá ní mo sọ pé máa ṣọmọ fún ẹ wọ́n bá sì pé ọmọ òun wá o àbí mo ti lẹ́ experience nìyẹn wọ́n bá pẹ́ ọmọ wa wọ́n bá bá sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ gbà ó ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ ó ló máa mú sìgá ó ra pálí sìgá fún un and everything wọ́n wá ní okay Mr. Afin o ẹ gba kíìsì ẹ̀ náà ẹ mú ọmọ lọ lọ́wọ́ ní excuse me o ọmọ orí títí o excuse me ẹjọ́ ẹ má bínú ẹjọ́ ta ni má worry Mr. Afin máa ṣe ẹ dáadáa ní àní ta ni ta lẹ́ni kó ṣé kì í ṣàwọn ní àfin náà ni irọ́ ẹjọ́ ẹ má bínú mi ò ṣe o Show sharing stop it. No, àfin. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́. That morning, got angry. Oh, give me my cigarette. Give me my. Oh, I lay down. Yeah, I want lolly. Laro. Lenny. This is the first time that I will understand the weight of the rejection and the stigmatization you have been carrying. Olosho. But show my ọmọ tó ń fẹ́ ṣá. We can smile. People will not understand. Olosho. So the choice ni. So that you will see the weight. So it takes a friend. If not there, more pride me was annoying. So let me tell everybody now so that they will know. My pride is very, very annoying. Oh my God, woman, it's your pride for me. It's so annoying. Your confidence is so annoying. I've been no choice. Because I had to learn early in life to stand up myself. Ìyàwó mi gan máa ń sọ fún mi sí Anis, hello, èmi ló ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ o. Kò ń ṣàwọn ará ta. So what do you mean? What are you saying? What are you mean? Èmi ló ń bá sọ̀rọ̀. Sometimes I forget. In fairness to the girl, and she loved me. And she married me. I will see my wife's picture. She's beautiful. She can marry anybody. She's not pretty, she's not fine. Because Otoni fine, Otoni pretty, Otoni okay. She's beautiful. Kì í ṣe pé kíní. Ọmọ tó ṣe dáadáa ni. Ọmọ tó ti fi Range Rover tẹ̀lé. Tó sá lọ. Then tó gbé sọ pé ojú yìí pawó ni. Tó sá lọ tí ó dúró ọ̀dọ̀ mi ló dẹ̀ bọ̀ gbà ẹ̀. You know, so it takes a friend. These are the things don't you mean to read? So it takes your friend. And because it will me need 300 level. 300 level, last man specialize. So wani Jumoke Adelu ni àwa nínú theater. Ó wá ní ẹjọ́ àwọn wo ló fẹ́ specialize in directing and directing is the hardest. Every idiot has become a director now. I beg your pardon. Please pardon my French. Every human being, every goat, every hen just goes behind the camera and says that they are directing. Do they even understand the 5 fundamentals of directing? Do they understand movement? Do they understand reading? Do they understand picturization? Do they understand composition? Do they understand pantomimic dramatization? 5 fundamentals of directing. Do they understand it? Everybody just moves, everybody just comes, everybody just says they're directing. Do they understand planes and levels? Do they understand? They don't. They're just directing. I don't understand. So directing, so there was something I call directing. Emi agbon, agbe iná pamọ́. Doctor to there was something I call orí ẹ, ó máa mi, ní brain ẹ máa shake, a fẹ́ yọ kúrò ní socket. So I was talking about share directing because everybody was interested in who would be the directors in our class. So I said I was going to do directing. More down in the theater lọ́jọ́ náà pé máa ṣe directing. Jumoke dẹ̀ sọ àfin náà fẹ́ ṣe directing. Ojú tó fẹ́ fi ṣe dà. And I smiled. And I said, let us begin and we shall see. Fẹ́mi Ajayi ọ̀rẹ́ mi, ọ̀rẹ́ wa bá mi. I like that. Èmi, Fẹ́mi àti Ṣẹ́gun Ọdẹ́jìmí la padà specialize in directing àwọn mẹ́ta. Àwọn yòókù já because Dr. Osoni máa já ẹ. Ó máa fi poem wèrè kan báyìí kọ́kọ́ já ẹ. Àwọn test tó bá fi já ẹ dànù. Tó bá gbọ́n, ó máa fi já ẹ. Nígbà tí a dé 400 level náà, my final year project was Idemili. Ahmed Jerimas Idemili. I did the play. I set the record with that play. One frustrated with all those things, they put it in the afternoon. Final year directing play, tó yẹ kó wà lálẹ́, kí knowledge everything. Officer ọ̀sán, mo bẹ̀rẹ̀. Kò sí zero, it was an exam period. So kò ní zero. I did it, but everybody started to run around. A dẹ̀ ti ní conversation yẹn tí Jumoke ti bú mi again nínú library. Tony, gbogbo ayé ń ṣe play gidi. Also, Fẹ́mi Ajayi was doing Sarafina, the stage adaptation of Sarafina. Ṣẹ́gun Ọdẹ́jìmí was doing the Star Spangled Banner, right? So, only èmi ṣe Idemili. Irú eré wo ni ẹ? Ó lóun máa ra ticket, ó máa wo eré wa. Pé tí eré mi bá dá, ó máa bọ̀ mí lọ. Okay. Don't worry. So ìdẹ́mi ló kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀. Alẹ́ ẹjọ́ yẹn wọ́n ṣe Star Spangled Banner. Disaster díẹ̀ wà ń bẹ̀. Torí ọ̀rẹ́ mi Ṣẹ́gun. Ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo ara mọ̀ pé lọ́dún náà disaster díẹ̀ wà ń bẹ̀. Ní ìjọ́ kejì, a ṣe Sarafina. Good play, but ó earn ní nickname Sarah Failure. Ẹ̀mọ̀ bá àwọn tíátà wọn burú. So tí nǹkan bá ti wọ́n máa so everybody was saying Sarah Failure. Bọ́n ẹ ṣe Sarafina yẹn tán, mo ń jáde kúrò nínú tíátà. Mo wá ń gbọ́ tẹ́nìkan pariwo, àfin, ta ló ń pariwo mi báyìí? So mo wá padà wọnú lé. Lo and behold, it was Jumoke Adelu. So call me, àfin, Idemili, congratulations. I was shocked. I didn't understand. At that time, mo wá rántí nǹkan tó sọ ní library. If your play, I will come and mo wá rẹ́rìn, mo wá lọ. But Tolu Fagbure said it there. Àwọn director tó wà ń gbòòrò ń sìn, opportunity ni o.
Okay, one question. Very time. Just one more question.
Oh, yeah.
Gbogbo nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ fi down part mi kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ju 10 minutes lọ.
Okay, yeah.
Because eléyìí kì í ṣe last ìjókòó wa. Mo sọ pé àìjẹ́ sọ wà lórí mi.
Okay.
Nígbà tẹ́ wà ní real age.
Yes.
Báwo mo ṣe fẹ́ bí question kalẹ̀?
I can imagine what the question will be, but let's have it.
Kí ló tẹ run real age down? One. Then the second leg, mo wo podcast kan. Tí Akínọlá kan ò Fagbure tó ní frustrate òun jáde kúrò ní real age.
Okay.
Last question mi nìyẹn.
All right. You see that me will make comments lórí Akínọlá kan here. Let me take it from there. Because all I needed, most of my all I needed to do was dedicate 10 minutes of my show every week to Akínọlá kan, and it will feel the heat. But why? Shey mi ni mo frustrate here, and I will give it to you. That was the first Àwọn Aládùndé that I will line produce directly. Leye never let me line produce any of the Àwọn Aládùndé. Funmi ló máa line produce. Funmi was a staff. Funmi Olóyèdé only staff. So ló máa line produce. Year in, year out. Season in, season out. All the actors, especially these Fagbure and all of them, all the young folks, always had issues of payment, wanting their payments increased inconsiderably. Yeah, might I add that also inconsiderably from the information at my disposal. Except they can come and say it's not inconsiderable. They are inconsiderate with their demands. I was not line producing. I was operations consultant all through. So lẹ́yìn máa sọ gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Àwọn wọn ní tètè dé set. Wọ́n á fẹ́ frustrate set. So wọ́n lè sọ kó fẹ́ shoot lẹ́ni. Kó má ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ shoot because they are still talking money. I was not line producer. Until Toba sort everything out. Right? So this year, we were finishing Ladire. And as we were finishing Ladire, we started Ladire in I think it was the year of my marriage, 1st of November 2021. Labere. I was, let's okay, Afin, you will be the director that we open, and you will be the director that we close. I didn't know why. He didn't tell me why. But when I got on set, I knew why. All the actors were greens. So he needed a director that was spot on, and he wanted to run it like a theater camp. So we woke up 5 a.m. We went to do exercises. We went to do bonding. Ni Ife Grand Resort. Because we were partnering with the House of Odudua. So we were at the Ife Grand Resort. So we went to the pitch. We did the theater agbole thing that Baba Ogunde used to do. So most of these other directors that were on the list didn't understand. So he needed somebody who understood that. So he needed me to open. Then, of course, he needed me to close. And I knew why later. Because by the time people there was a lot of lacuna. But there there were problems, and those guys were feeling like they had gone to do a couple of jobs, so they were directors, so to speak, so they just sit down and just go and solve the problem. But me, is my friend, I'm a director. I know that if you do well in this job, you call me in another one. So I'm spot on. This is the problem. I move. Mo sọ pé sọ̀kalẹ̀ ní 7:30 sínú bus. Èmi kọ́ ti sọ̀kalẹ̀ ní 7:10. So ẹ jẹ́ ká wò yẹn tí ò ní sọ̀kalẹ̀ by 7:30. Because by 7:30 I'm in that bus, I tell the driver to start. Ẹni tí ò bá sínú bus yẹn, ó máa rìn wá sí location ni. Bó go ti ń jẹ́ tọ́lọ́run. I'm a die-hard train. I've been trained. Keep going. It's your boy. The show must go on. And then they had a problem by Mokparade. They had a problem of one of the cameras was not working. So they weren't able to deliver 18, 19, 20 scenes in a day. I was delivering 18, 19 scenes, 20 scenes in a day with one camera. Director Lemi, mo mọ̀ pé format film, ó yàtọ̀ sí format television. Gbogbo Indian shot, kíní kan overhead shot, tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ ń yà ní television. Television does not need it. Film ló need ẹ. Shot mẹ́ta péré ni television need. Long shot, medium shot, close up. Tó bá ti rí ìyà, wàá ṣoríire. Acting àti story ló wà ní TV, tí wàá fi gbé TV. Acting and story, I understood that because mo mọṣẹ́. Kò ń ṣe pé mo mọ social media. Yes, tí n bá rí equipment at a time tí mo lè fi experiment. Of course, I experimented with some shots. So all you need to do is those basic shots. Tilt it a bit, turn it around a bit. Creativity, mo fi talent, mo mọṣẹ́, mo kọ́, ó yé mi, mo mọ theory, mo dẹ̀ mọ practice it. So I was delivering with one camera. So Leye came on set and asked Mike Adefimisola Adejonwo, beg your pardon, and asked him, Mike la mọ̀ sí. Ṣé and deliver this year, I will deliver. And ṣe 18, 19, 20, okay. Ṣé gbogbo problems tí àwọn director yẹn sọ pé wà, ṣó ti disappear. Ó ní kò ti disappear, bó ṣe wà ńbẹ̀. Ó ní so why tí director ilé ṣe wá ń deliver? Táwọn yẹn ò deliver. Ó ní you know that hello, director tó mọṣẹ́ ló dé. Mo wò yẹn náà jọ yẹn o. Pé so mo mọ̀ pé mo mọṣẹ́ lọ fi director mi sórí bọ̀rọ̀ kìíní. Mo ti sọ nípa àwọn kankan wà tí ó pé opportunity ní fún mi láti sọ.
Yẹn lẹ́yọ̀ rẹ̀ yẹn.
Yes please. Mo rò sọ́kàn mi sọ fún. Mo ní sọ mọ̀ pé mo mọṣẹ́ ló fi director mi sórí bọ̀rọ̀ kìíní. Owó tí actually mọ̀ pé mo mọṣẹ́. But anyway, that's not the situation. Like I told you, he's been my friend and he's been there for me. I have told you the things he has done for me. But that's how I felt.
Ẹ jọ wà ní school ni àbí?
Yeah, mo bá ní school.
Okay.
I was in 100 level when he was in 400 level. So I was going to 200 level when he was leaving.
Okay.
Right. So, but we were not close then. We were close after he graduated, and I think I started my master's and all that. Now, so it was at that point, bóyá run off kini yẹn, mo kọ̀ rí tó wá bá mi pé, Afin, how would you like to line produce the new season of Àwọn Aládùndé? Oh, and I said, Oni, and he told me why. He said, Mike said he doesn't have time at that time. So reason. So, tí kì bá ṣe pé Mike sọ pé òun ò ní time at that time. Ìyẹn Adefimisola Adejonwo, òun ní kì bá line producer. I was not the first choice. But because he said that Mike did not have time, would you like to? No problem. Ajo wa náà ni. And he said, okay. And I started. So, this was in January 2022. And we were going to start Àwọn Aládùndé in June, July. May, June, July. So I started. We started writing scripts. Àtikọ Fagbure, yẹn Akindele called the character. Àtikọ sí bí 40-something episodes. We are going to shoot 60-something episodes. 60 episodes. I think we eventually shot 62. Àtikọ sí bí 40 episodes, 30 episodes. So, àtàwọn junior. So, gbogbo wọn ti rí pé àtikọ síbẹ̀. Èmi kọ́ ni mò ń sanwó. I don't have, in fact, on this job, I don't have direct. In fact, I don't decide how much you get paid. I don't decide how you get paid. There was an accountant. Leye decides what you get paid. Leye handles negotiations. The accountant handles payment. I don't have anything to do with your payment. What I have anything to do with, run the set. I was running the show, running actors and all that. So we were going to start. And the problem began again as usual. You know, it became a problem between them. So much so that Jumoke at that time, I spoke with the girl who was doing Jumoke at the time. 400 level lower. Àwọn èèyàn máa jáde, wọn ò ní ríṣẹ́. 400 level lower. Gbà kó ṣe, ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ yìí lọ. Ó ní náà pé rent òun as at that time ọmọ tó wà 400 level pé rent òun 500,000. Tó because rent tèmi at that time gan tí mo ti níyàwó tí mo expect ọmọ kè pé 500,000. Nígbà tí rẹ̀ ti ní mi ṣáà lè sọ kó mọ̀ sí rent. Bá mi rẹ̀ ti bẹ̀ tó rẹ̀ ti ní no mo filẹ̀. Ó sọ fún pé junior náà ní issue pẹ̀lú owó. Fagbure, whose actor was Akindele, was having issue. So they didn't come to set. Even Qatar was first of all in that flow. So the first set of people to arrive on set was Rafni and Olajumoke, who played Folashade Yadu. I made no what they said. And me, Tolu Fagbure, my training as a producer, I tell it to everybody, if you hire me for your job, nobody in heaven and earth will hold me to ransom. We will shoot anyway, anyhow, if I have to hire angels to shoot. But that you will keep me one day without filming. Ododi. And I think Leia foresaw that problem, which was why he came to hire me. So ìkànnà àwọn script yẹn wà tó jẹ́ pé ìyá Adùn àti bàbá Adùn nìkan ni. 2-man script for the entire episode. I told them, shoot that. And God so good, I had hired Adekola, who is also a die-hard director. I said, shoot that. So they started shooting the first day. The second day, I hire Uncle Laoye Babalola Bablo as PM. He's also an actor. Create a role. Shogunle, they created the role. So if a dialogue be, Fagbure ti ríṣẹ́ ní Wharf. Junior to travel to South Africa. If a dialogue be, shoot the next day. They kept shooting. Ẹjọ́ kí ló ti coming? Kò coming now. They kept shooting. In fact, ask Adekola if you see him. Most of those scripts, they had to change on set. Most of those stories, they had to Fagbure kúrò on sets with lines. Ìgbà tó yá, mo ní kó lọ gbé Raf Ayarawa. Raf Ayarawa yẹ kó ti dé, ó ní àfin tó wà lórí Ovion, tó wà lórí set yẹn. Mo ní ẹ gbé Ayarawa. So by the third day, or like third or fourth day, Raf Ayarawa ti dé. So gbogbo lines Fagbure pátá ẹ gbé fún Ovion. But pé èmi Tolu Fagbure máa produce iṣẹ́, mi ò ní shoot. I will be line producer. I will be waiting for an actor to shoot. God forbid bad thing. Why am I trained? Now, by the third day, Ati make a move. Láti hire another Jumoke because that girl said she was not going to do. So was it? So Leia greenlit that the EP greenlit hire another Jumoke. Àwọn èèyàn suggest. Leia gan fúnra ẹ̀ ló mú ẹni náà. I don't know the girl from Adam. The girl so happened to want to have come to do extra before. Òun gan nínú bí mo ṣe ń bá sọ̀rọ̀, ó ní ìgbà tí àsìkò tó ló dá ìpọ́lọ̀ ń gbé òun wá. You know, so she got, by the fourth day, we had another Jumoke on set. So now we had Babadu, we had Iyadun, we had Ovion, we had Jumoke, we had Shogunle. Mo dẹ̀ tún ti create new character tí Karamot Adeboye wá play. Mo gbàgbé orúkọ character náà ń sìn. Character yẹ pé if you saw the last episode, girl yẹn tó ń sọ Yorùbá nìkan tí ò ní sọ English. So now we had Babadu, Iyadun, Ovion, we had Jumoke, we had Shogunle, we had that character that I said pé Yorùbá nìkan ló ń sọ. So we had 6 characters on set. So we are weaving the stories each morning. Jerry Adekola just will come and restructure the story. So we first did a story conference to restructure, to remove them, because they didn't come to set. Ìgbà tó yá, EP pè mí lẹ́yìn pè mí pé Kata is coming back. Mo lẹ́ni ẹlẹ́ni tó ti gbọ́n. Bí mo ṣe dáhùn náà nìyẹn, ó wà láyé, lẹ́yìn wà láyé pé kú. Mo lẹ́ni ẹlẹ́ni tó ti gbọ́n. Ó padà wá. So, ṣe pé Kata ti padà wá.
That's Mr. Rain, abi?
Mr. Rain. Ó padà wá. So he said, the next thing, I think shoot lọ. Mo ń gbọ́ rumors tó lọ káàkiri kò kàn mí. I'm shooting. The next thing, lẹ́yìn pé mi, Junior is coming back. Ṣé ẹgbẹ́ mi sínú gbogbo discussion yẹn? It's the EP giving me information. Junior is coming back. Mo ló okay. Don't forget, I'm restructuring scripts. So Junior came back. And shoot lọ. So ìròyìn ti kàn pé Tolu Odu. Dáre Abiola Happiness wà bí. Ó ní ìwọ tó ti ṣe àjọ kìíní tó yẹ àjọ kejì. Wọ́n dúró pé kí ó bàjẹ́ because they were playing on the fact that I was a very volatile person. Pé mi ò kí ń gba nonsense. So wọ́n dúró lórí pé màá bínú lórí set. Wọ́n máa jà, wọ́n máa dàrú. So 2 considerations they yẹ kí n bínú lórí set because eventually ìbáṣẹ́gun ẹ̀ wá sórí set lẹ́yìn náà ló pè mí. The executive producer pé Fagbure is coming back. No be me na. EP ló pè mí pé Fagbure is coming back. Tó ẹ ṣe. And we had a discussion about what to do with them. It was important that both of them were not going to be on that set for too long. And then don't forget that we have been restructuring story. So, Kolebadati episode, also, I just structured him. And as a producer, it is important that you learn that the production is not about you. The production can move from you. So, when they said he's coming back, the only number of episodes I could give him to do was 8. Then our big mommy, our big daddy, no, he said, part demo. So we characters here, so our structure wasn't a big mommy, big daddy. That's Olaya Igwe at the JK. One new story here. So when I looked at the story and all the story, what has talked about Jerry, I said 8. Because it was important to also let him know, as a producer, that this show can run without you. You are not the show. Yes, you have carried the show over the time. People have enjoyed you on the show. But if you become recalcitrant, the show can move on without you. So I moved the show on without you. Okay, Olo was set. So we must crash the set because we was set. Bẹ́ẹ̀ pé mi lé nísìn tí mo ní mo ti ń bọ̀ tí mo dé bíbà tí mo ní mi ò ṣe mọ́ because fún mi ní this fún mi ní that tí mo lọ. You will not shoot again today. You will shoot now. You will find a guest, especially if you had rented these cameras. In fact, if you have not rented it, you must put the cost in your overhead because you must cost it. That's how to produce. Some of you are producer. No, tebasi lower as a produce. It doesn't make you a producer. You must cost it in your overhead, even if you are the owner. So if you had invited me to shoot today, and you have planned your time that I will shoot today, and I didn't come, you will fill in with another guest. If you didn't fill in with another guest, I would have been disappointed at you as a producer. So I kept shooting. I have a mandate to produce 60 episodes in 30 days. Am I going to allow one? I don't want to use unprintable words because it's annoying. But I decided not to respond to it because one person decided that owó tó òun ò wá ẹ kò wá nìyẹn ẹlòmíì máa ṣiṣẹ́ àbí ìyá ní ṣiṣẹ́ mi nígbà tó dẹ̀ decide pé òun fẹ́ wá 8 episodes ló kúnlẹ̀ tí mo lè fún ó dẹ̀ ṣe 8 episodes ó dẹ̀ lọ wọ́n á pè wọ́n á bá mi and he was talking to me very arrogantly mo dẹ̀ dákẹ́. There was a time they wanted to turn it into one dramatic thing on set. 2 reasons I considered. I had to keep that show going because their plan was to stall it. That's what I thought. So mine was focus and keep filming. And then my wife was heavily pregnant. She was a school administrator of the school next to me. So if I raise my voice here, she will hear there, and it will have a rub off on her in front of our staff and all that. So I wasn't prepared to do, the marriage was relatively new. So I wasn't prepared to do all that hogwash. So I would rather be patient so that this job can be done. But today, party 8 episodes. One about me, one kí n tiẹ̀ jẹ́ kó ní 10 episodes. Mo ní okay, kọ́kọ́ lọ ná. Ó máa padà wá yá 2 episodes. Lego vani o. Kò lè padà wá yá 2 episodes. 8 episodes ló máa yá. Lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn, àti ìyá àwọn aládùúdé mi náà o. Orin yẹn wà ńbẹ̀. Bàbá bèbí mọ̀mọ́ ṣẹ́ gbowó. So I'm sure when Leye himself became disenchanted with the entire process. Now that brings me to the answer of Kilota run rage down. Do you mean by Kilode T me run rage down? Àbí Kilode T rage go down?
Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ńbẹ̀ at the point tí kò sí production rage ní African Magic mọ́.
Okay.
Ẹ̀yin lè máa answer.
Okay, fantastic. The executive producer, because do you know how?
Àwọn aládùndé nìkan kọ́.
Of course, Ajirebi, a lot of Borokini, a lot of shows. As a matter of fact, at some time, Rare Edge alone held about half of the television time on Africa Magic Yoruba. I make bold to say it. Yes, we became the concept that everybody was copying.
What happened?
Now, I am not the owner of Rare Edge. I am a vision supporter. But I tell people, the only thing to me in Rare Edge ni owó. Every other thing, àjọ wà ńbẹ̀ ni o. Èmi, Leye Fagbure àti Tunde Oladimeji tí mi bá dárúkọ ẹlẹ́dàá ẹ̀ máa jẹ mí yà. The story between Tunde Oladimeji and Leye Fagbure, they are the ones who will come and tell their stories by themselves. Because they were friends before me. Àwọn gangan ni colleagues. So both of them, by virtue of matric number at the University of Ibadan, not by virtue of practice in town. I started in 98. I don't know when they started. But by virtue of matric number at the University of Ibadan, they are my senior colleagues. By virtue of matric number. Yẹn ni pé wọ́n ṣáájú mi wọ profession yẹn nínú UI. So ẹ jẹ́ ká gbà, they are my senior colleagues. Mo dey assume pa àwọn méjì jù mí lọ. Èmi ò mọ age wọn, but àwọn mọ age mi. Everybody tó rí mi rí ló mọ age mi, mo ti sọ ń bí. Great. So mo lè dá sọ̀rọ̀ wọn. They will come and tell their stories themselves when they feel like they want to tell it. Kò tọ́ sí èmi lẹ́nu láti wá sọ story wọn because gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ ló hàn sí mi. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan hàn sí mi. Ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ló hàn sí mi. Now, ètò wa kàn mí rè. Nínú Rare Edge yẹn, tí proposal idea bá máa jáde, Leye will run it by me. So, one day, he was sitting on my 3-seater couch at my house in Basharun, Islamic Junction in Mongbe. Ó sùn sórí couch mi. Leye and I had a friendship that tó bá ń bọ̀ látẹ̀kọ̀, látorí Long Bridge, ló ti máa place call. The kind of call, service he used was a postpaid service that he calls unlimited and settles the bill at the end of the month. So he can call. So he puts a call through to me. He's coming to Ibadan. So he enters Long Bridge. He calls me. We speak from Long Bridge until he gets to Guru Maharaji, approaching the bridge to come to challenge. And he says, Afi, he's coming to my house at Basharun. That's the kind of relationship we have. I won't say had. We have. Now, so tó bá gbé mi tá lọ tá sọ̀rọ̀ tá ṣe this a lè pè Túndé ní mọ́tò èmi ò ní so òun lè wá bá wa and all that. Eventually ilé mi ni Leye máa sùn. So one of these nights he slept. I slept on the rug on overlay. He had an underlay so mo sùn. In our day TV mi by LG, it comes up. Tí iná bá dé tó bá pa, tí iná bá dé tó bá ti fi remote pa tẹ́lẹ̀ ó máa tàn fún rẹ̀. So iná yẹn wá tàn. àwa jí mo wá fẹ́ lọ tọ̀ lẹ́yìn wa ní àfín. How can I help everybody? Wọ́n ti kọ sórí yẹn sórí Facebook rí. Mo down, mo lọ sí toilet, mo lọ tọ̀, mo padà bọ̀ láti bathroom. Àfín ṣó gbọ́ pé mo bá ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ ni ó tiẹ̀ ti wá bàjẹ́ gan báyìí o ìyá á bá ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ a máa ṣe bí ẹ kó gbọ́ ṣáàjọ̀nù gbínú ẹ̀ ni. You know, we have our banters as friends. Mo down, when you give me till evening, I'll answer you. Mo dá lónìí, lay down, mo sùn padà. Àárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì, àwọn àwẹ̀ àṣe àbọ́ta. I didn't answer him until evening, but all through the day, mo ṣe ń rò. We were on our way to see Sheunjana, heading towards the ring road. We were on 110. Láàrin Alẹ́ṣinlọ́yẹ́, sí roundabout to lọ sọ́nà ring road. So we were approaching that road. By Bennono, let us start a YouTube channel. Let us start online TV. Let's start online radio. Let's start an academy. Let us start a blog. Because I need blog. Bye. Only kí ló dé tó ti pọ̀jù pé academy yẹn òun ti ní in mind. But online TV, online radio, YouTube yẹn, let's shoot films. Only why? Money, the more things we do, the more people we can help. Only alori Sheunjana apadà wá discuss ẹ̀. Only film tó sọ yẹn jẹ́ kó lọ find out. He was in close cordial relationship with the channel manager at African Magic at that time. So sound kini film. So ìyẹn sọ fún wa ńgbà yẹn. I wouldn't want to throw figures here now because of professional flow. Otherwise, I am also really. So vanity price, vanity costing, costing film. That's the truth. Otherwise, nobody will make money. So he came back to say that the person, China manager said, but in Yoruba film, the ba shoot it to ti da XYZ amount lamara. Bó ti da tán àwọn ní ràjú bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. So báwo la máa ṣe àníjèrè. Mo á sọ pé a dẹ̀ ní ìmọ̀lára pé wọ́n ní pẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ original productions in Yoruba. So mo dẹ̀ sọ fún gbà yẹn, if we don't play in film, in the circle of film now, àwọn tó ń ṣe film yẹn rádaràda náà máa pè. Television drama làwa ń ṣe, kò ń ṣe film. So only be corporate ṣe bá ń ṣe. Your specialty is TV. When they want to do TV, they call you. Your specialty is film. When they want to, so let's get into film before that time comes. So we decided that we will be doing the film at exactly the XYZ amount. 10 years of Homara. So that we are just playing in the waters. We are not playing for profit now. We are playing for corporate relevance, for the bigger jobs. When commissioning comes. So, jẹ́ ká bá àwọn tí wọ́n ti ń ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ ká lè understand bó ṣe ń ṣe àdè Bátúndé sọ̀rọ̀ Túndé náà sọ ó ní ká bá sọ̀rọ̀ àwa sọ pé ká lọ rí Uncle Túndé Ọlá Yusuf. That's the closest person we could see. Uncle Túndé Ọlá Yusuf ló wá sọ pé ká tó wá ṣe online TV channel. Èmi ní online TV. Uncle Túndé Ọlá Yusuf ló ní ká ṣe ní YouTube channel. You ká pe YouTube channel yẹn ní Rare Edge TV. Mo ní ó máa wà too direct. Uncle Túndé Yusuf ní pé so that èèyàn kan ò ní dìde lọ́jọ́ iwájú kó sọ pé TV name òun nìyẹn. Màá ní àti gbọ́. Àṣà sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. Uncle Túndé Yusuf ló introduce Akin Abiola sí wa pé ó lè ṣe graphics, ó lè ṣe website because we were thinking of doing an app and everything, so he could set up a lot of things. And I invited him for that meeting. And we started it up. In Batawa Kuro, no, we will not call it Rare Edge TV. I come up with names. I came up with the name Borokini. Oh yes. So we will not call it Rare Edge TV. Money we have to look at something that is cultural but stands in between contemporary. So we will call it Rare TV. Uncle Túndé fẹ́ nǹkan tó jọ orúkọ iléeṣẹ́ wa. so that kò ní sí àríyànjiyàn power la ní. So wọ́n ní we'll call it Rare TV. Wọ́n ní kí ni túmọ̀ Rare? Mo ní ẹni tó wà trendy. Mo kò Rare or sociable. That's good. Money because our channel is not just a film channel. It's an urban YouTube channel. Urban channel, but Yoruba content. And sometime later, we might want to put some English content or other language content on it. So Rare TV. That's why go and look at the earliest content on Rare TV, on that TV channel. If you look at the earliest content, you will see that the logo has a tonation mark, me, on it. Re, mi. Earlier, níbi logo yẹn wọ́n lè yọ, at least wọ́n lè yọ ẹ́. Ó wà ńbẹ̀. You would see it only re, mi. Ó wà lórí i yẹn. Rare TV. And that's how we started all these things. We got to, and at some point, Leye got the inspiration to do Borokini. He got the inspiration to do so many things. At the time, I used to do trainings for the staff every month, you know, end of the year, retreats. I put it together because most corporate solutions, no. My forte is also training, you know. Now, ìgbà yẹn ni mo set our corporate governance kan, right? The lady who was doing Anike Kilo Shele, because Anike Kilo Shele came from Media Factory. It was a breakaway from Media Factory when Leia and his former partner broke up. So settlement ni àwọn shows Jirebi, I think Faji Extra, and I think Shoroni, they were settlement breakaways. So I saw from me Anike Kilo Shele was not Feyikemi Agbola's name. They created the character as Anike Kilo Shele. So Feyikemi kọ́ ló ń jẹ́ Anike. Ó fit in sínú Anike Kilo Shele ni mo wá ní so why tó fi jẹ́ pé tó bá wá lọ ṣe event ó máa sọ pé, and which is akin to what is happening with the Papa Jasco thing. Why would you go to an event and you say MC Anike Kilo Shele and the office does not know or approve it? Money tí wọ́n bá ti fẹ́ lọ ṣe show tó bá máa kọ Anike Kilo Shele sí, the office must know, and they must bring a percentage of their earnings to the office. Money even Dele Fagbure, because Dele Fagbure àti Leye childhood friends ni wọ́n láti Èkìtì pa àpọ̀jọ làwọn méjì. Ó ní brother mi ni mo ní kì í ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ brother ẹni lélẹ̀. If he writes Dele Fagbure and brackets Ajirebi underneath, whatever he gets from there, he must bring it to the office. Otherwise, let him take Ajirebi out of it. Let Feyikemi Agbola too, when she goes to anchor her shows, let her write Feyikemi Agbola and take all their money. And they put that corporate governance there. Aláṣìgbà yẹn oníkálukú stop. So tó oníkálukú bá lọ gba MC, wọ́n ní kọ Ajirebi sí. Tó oníkálukú bá lọ gba MC, wọ́n ní kọ Anike Kilo Shele sí. That's fine. But also at the point, one share meeting, ọmọ yẹn sọ pé the chief CEO is very rude. Me see meeting yẹn mo ní CEO is rude. Mo sọ fún Leye, ó sọ pé CEO is rude. When we write a mail, we fire her. When we fire her. You can't say the CEO is rude. But the CEO is rude. If you have a point, you make it. I call email. Money will call him. I call email. Money for me, I call. I call email. You see. Boy, first time, do mama gbọ́ ni. But èèyàn ní bend your to lo Funke.
The follower behind there.
Benny, I was the person in charge of corporate. I was operations consultant, artistic and administrative, corporate governance. You can't say the CEO is rude. Is something wrong with you? So I said she needs to be fired. If not that, she brought her parents. Her parents came in because all of a sudden, and in Cotton, I appreciated that. The parents came in and apologized and appealed. I said, Otiton, and last by reset. Everybody reset. Oh yes, everybody reset. More create templates of work, what you call it, timetable, scheduling. I created all this, and everybody was working. One more films can work with Rare TV. I threw everything out. I said, this is not the kind of thing we were looking for. Now, Bomisi Omi to dear while I'm Leye for a while as friends. Or relate more age. Or relate more friendship. So I stepped back from a while from managing the channels. I discovered that our films to more so me fair. Specifically, our films to Walata or Bogumbe. Some films came from Bogumbe and I said no. I saw that the films were on the channel. I said, "Oh, channel Baba Miko." So my step away. Masaku Ekiti ni Leye yo bale mi. Toro mo Badan le mi. To ba ti ngbe wa labo marie. I have that intuition to know. I'm an Ibadan boy. When you're coming with Rikishi, I would know. And I'm trained by an Ijesha person. So I'm trained to be very circumspect. Èmi ò dẹ̀ ní lọ gbẹ̀yìn sọ fún ẹ, máa sọ fún ẹ bí ní pé aláyé, òṣì tó ń gbé bọ̀ ẹ dá padà síbẹ̀. Ibi tí mo ti yàtọ̀ sáwọn ará Ìbàdàn ni ẹ. Wọ́n máa kan, àwọn máa dọ́jẹ̀. But èmi, màá rí ẹ. Inú Ìbàdàn máa fi rí ẹ. But ẹnu Ìjẹ̀ṣà máa fi sọ̀rọ̀. Bóyá ń bọ̀ ẹ dá padà, máa wùlẹ̀ débí. So one on day. But my pullback, a lot of people came in. And the CEO was having an affair with so many people. So a lot of rumors, a lot of things. And yet one make in African Magic. They had a wrong notion of how much was coming in. Sometimes I could see the books. I'm not saying that the EP was a saint, no. But I can see the books sometimes. I can see that, and this is how I see the books. Any proposal, any report, any email, sometimes I have call emails, I respond, I think reply. So I type, what you call, send here. Laptop pay. Only kilo few, buy, send here. I might yet have to defend. You just saw backlines. Oh, do you know backlines? Let them down backlines. Yes, it's an instrument, music behind the event. So you have a band on standby, and they are providing soft music to usher the event. It's like a program bed on radio. Oh, actually, this your albino is a very so be more talking every OTE. So I don't tell. Mo wọ́n mọ́tò wèrè ọlọ́run kò tẹ̀lé mi lọ́jọ́ yìí mi ò mọ backline bá ṣe ń compliment ara wa ni ẹ so èmi mọ̀ wípé sometimes Leye ti fowó ara ẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ yìí lọ owó yẹn gan ò wọlé because a máa gba àwọn iṣẹ́ míì owó yẹn gan ò tí ì wọlé. When we were filming Borokini, we started on the day we did the first action of Borokini. The organization only had 1 million naira. And it was a 70 million naira project. About 6 months, yes? 120 episodes takes 6 months to shoot. 240 episodes takes 1 year to shoot, to film. Daily. That's why nígbà kan tó bá wà lÉkòó, ó lọ wo wa, àfihàn owó 1 week ló kù ó, ń lọ s'Ékòó. So tó bá pè padà ní 12:30 or 1, pé ṣé ìbò ni ẹ shoot today? Most of the time, I will reset. So, only lost reset one problem. So, on ìbò shoot day, man, I want to shoot ní 1:30. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Costume àgbàgbé continuity costume sí hotel one. Ẹ lọ gbé phone fún costume. Ẹ gbé phone costume. Hello, ṣé costume mo bá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn? Àǹtí costume ṣẹ́yìn gangan nìyẹn. Kì í ṣe ọmọ ṣẹ́yìn. Ṣé ẹ fẹ́ pasán? Ṣé kìí ṣe pé ẹ kàn fẹ́ máa rìn títì? Ẹ kàn fẹ́ kí trailer yà kó gbá yín kẹ́ kàn kú dànù. Sir, what's the yes, sir? Buy the one of you shoot. At the point, also, ìyàwó mi sọ pé ti pọ̀ jù, I'm disappointed. Alaye, I go gbé disappointment, I go gbé okay, dada. I'm running my life on this street, and these people are not filming at 1:30. 1:30, because you have seen man on mefa. Some best he shoot ní 8 o'clock. Even the best he shoot ní 9. By 1:30, because you have seen man on mefa. Television in a film. So people came with so many complaints. It was frustrating. And of course, he is also not a saint. And because what? Oh, not he goof. Everybody did goof. Yeah, maybe if the three of us looked at the benefit that we had for each other, maybe Red would have still sustained itself. But I know that at some point, Tunde exited and pulled back because of certain reasons. It is their story to tell. I pulled back because of certain reasons. And I tell the reasons today. But what will make the Red between 2016 to 2019? Could pay 1 million now. 1 million because we didn't start doing it for money. I said today, we didn't start doing it for money. We were doing it about make it. Oh my day, everybody man make it. But so many things came in. At point I was not line producing, but I was consulting again. I deal Carlton Gate Hotel so that I'm a partner. Mole Fumi Fatobero, who was director of Carlton Gate at that time, for 5 months. If she's listening, she will know. I was calling her consistently for 5 months. Sometimes she will say, call me back. Sometimes she knows. One lovely evening, we were shooting the first role of the I Will Give campaign for Chestrad. After last scene, hello, Mr. Fagbure, I have been a very bad person. Can we see this evening at 5? This we wait. So we went to see from Fagbure at Casting Gate. So we got the accommodation partnership. So what I did was, Jaikuti wanted to shoot Omo Lakeji. Ìgbà yẹn wọ́n ti wo presidential lounge wọn tó fi kọ́ additional hotels sí Casting Gate ìdí àpẹ́sìn. Presidential lounge náà kọ́ sí ìgbà yẹn so duplex. So gbogbo ilé Omo Lakeji yẹn, it was the presidential lounge of Casting Gate ìdí àpẹ́. So Jaikuti èèyàn wa ni bó ṣe ní àṣàlélú mo kàn róòlù ẹ̀ máa fi yẹn pé ara production wa ni. So Jaikuti wá fi ya film lẹ́yìn kan dé yàn yẹn ó kàn sọ pé kí ló dé tí Jaikuti mú ní mo rò pé èèyàn wà ní ó ní ṣé mo rí problem tá ní owó crown ó kò sọ sí níjọ́ yẹn out of pé a lè lose ẹ̀ so ó wá dùn mí mo lọ sọ́dọ̀ Jaikuti ni mo sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn mo ní ṣe torí pé mi lówó mo ní bọ̀ mo try now mo ní mo mọ́ṣẹ́ now fẹ́rẹ̀ mo lówó ní ṣọ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ sí mi bẹ́ẹ̀. So Ben Moti let it sleep. But I don't make any money from here. I go to the run you because I work like Jack when we were doing Family First. Or money malaria, me to rest. I go to look pay me nínú Family First. But wo àfin tó bá kú, we will shoot this Family First without you. You go what come call in loving memory of Afin who started this job as line producer and finished. Editor down ní Imbo ló fẹ́ kọ ẹ sí pé kò sí space lórí screen. Oníṣògbọ́. Editor down Ṣẹ́gun Oyetoro. Ibo ló fẹ́ kọ sí pé kò sí space lórí screen náà. Ibo ló fẹ́ kọ gbé space ibo ló fẹ́ kọ sí. Oníṣòwò ti gbọ́. So Jaikuti lè ó place gbogbo kíní ẹ̀ pọ̀ pé ó ń rò pé ó máa fún wa money we don't get paid. Ilé ṣáà sọ fún mi pé ṣe Jaikuti ló máa bá parí ọ̀rọ̀ wa kíní kan as friends. Ló wá jẹ́ kí Jaikuti bá sọ pé look if it's something give to these guys. That's when he now began to give me 30,000 naira per month. 30,000 per month. I'm talking of 2016, 2017. And I didn't take it for more than 6 months. Mo save where so where for 6 months. By my best son only mini bashon so I save where so where or for me 180 in bulk. Abi yes 6,318 180 in bulk. Nígbà tá ṣe Family First. Ingba birthday mi July 13 ó bọ́ sórí set yẹn ó fún mi ní 15,000 pé mo bí náà ni mo ní kò sówó ràn lọ́wọ́ mo bọ́ ẹ̀ àbí ṣe birthday ó fún mi 15,000 ìgbà tá parí Family First mo ní kò sówó ó fún mi 15,000. These are not payments. I think these are friendly gifts and he has given me so many friendly gifts. Even ká tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ Rare Edge. There are many times where I'm mo máa ń ṣe show ní Ìbàdàn by Lifelines. Mo ń pè ní on stage with Tolu Fagbure. Lifelines, I did it for 5 years every month. Mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní Spider Cafe, Uncle Muyiwa Ige. Last Sunday of every month, music and art show. So, ìgbà tó yá mo need sound. So, ìgbà mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lo bigger sound. So, I think it was 20,000 every time, every month. So Lay will come and many times ó ti rún owó sí mi lábẹ́ alọ spices alọmutí akọ̀ sáré fún pé other estimate bá fún ẹ àwọn fi gbogbo ẹ̀ mutí tán. So he's done very well. Ó fún mi ní 100,000 fún owó lérí, yeah. But owó tí mo pa nídìí iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ edge pé okay gangan o à ń ṣiṣẹ́ kó wá 500k náà. But we were doing it. So báwo lèèyàn ṣe níwádìí enchanted báyìí? So you will pull back. At some point, you will look at yourself. If I look at it, if I put those 3 years, look, please, nobody should get me wrong. This guy has been a good friend to me. Ẹ ṣáà pé mo yẹn sọ mo sọ àwọn kan ló ń ṣe. Mo sọ ọjọ́ tó ti kúrò lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó ti wá bá mi nílé tí wọ́n jilt me. I said all those things, but one must also put this thing into consideration in case, because the way you, àwọn kan sọ nígboro náà pé àfin ló run rẹ̀ down. Like some people will also say, àfin ló yọ Fagbure kúrò ní kíní. If not, I came to say the story. Ṣé nígbà tó bá sọ pé shoot mọ́ mi ní shoot mọ́. So when people who are the brains behind what you do, Sherry, ẹ jẹ́ sọ tọ́ fún yín o. Èèyàn kan máa lọ́pọlọ, èèyàn kan máa lówó ni o. O lè ní méjì papọ̀ o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, èèyàn kan máa mọṣẹ́, èèyàn kan máa mọ̀yàn, èèyàn kan máa lówó. Bọ́ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ṣe rí nìyẹn. Tó o bá rò pé wọ́n ló máa ní gbogbo ẹ̀, you will not make it in life. Mo ti sọ lórí show mi rí, mo léèyàn ò kì í ṣiṣẹ́ lówó. Èèyàn ò lè ṣiṣẹ́ lówó láyé, kò síṣẹ́ tó lè ṣe lówó, wọ́n máa já ẹ sówó ni. Wà á máa ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn débi kan, èèyàn kan máa wá rí ẹ pé ọmọ ẹ̀ ò gbìyànjú. Owó gidi mo sọ, kìí ṣe owó pé a fẹ́ kọ́lé sí àṣejì rẹ o. Kìí ṣe owó pé a kàn fẹ́ ra Highlander o. Owó tó ra mọ́tò 300 million gangan, wọ́n ó já ọ sí ní kìí ṣe pé ó ti ṣiṣẹ́ kan o. Ọlọ́run ó rán aláàánú sí ọ lórí iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe, because he says I will bless the work of your hand. Bóyá òṣìṣẹ́ ò ní jẹun náà ó rú pàkú. So kò ní bless, kò ní ṣe ìyanu fún èèyàn tí ò ṣiṣẹ́ o. But ibi tó bá ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn, bá ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn, Ọlọ́run á kàn yẹ kán já ẹ sí ni. Èèyàn ló dẹ̀ máa já ẹ sí. So èèyàn kan máa mọ̀yàn, èèyàn kan máa lówó, èèyàn kan máa mọṣẹ́. Uncle Yanju, nígbà tí wọ́n lọ sí BCUS, Uncle Yanju mọṣẹ́ náà. Uncle Yomilayinka mọṣẹ́ náà. I heard it from reliable source. When Uncle told the Excellency, if I am going to go to the BCUS, I am going with Yomilayinka. And I saw why. He is going to run the politics, while the gentleman will run the operations at home, while he's chasing politics. Because someone has to chase the politics of the place. Yeah. So, you see, and look at what the synergy of both of them did at that time. So, in my own opinion, what took down to burn down, because it's not out, we will come back, I'm certain, one way or the other. The organization is going to come back. I'm sure the set man, the CEO, is just recuperating, just relearning. Me too, people like me, we are relearning. We are just looking at it so that when we do a comeback, either as Rare Edge or as in another way, if we do come back, we come back big. So I think these are the things. So people, what disenchanted ni. Àwọn èèyàn tó wà ń bí, tó bá kùn sí yín létí every day. Mọ iye tí YouTube sọ fún, mọ iye tí kìíní kan, mọ iye advert ń gbà, ìlú ló ń sọ fún wa. If they continue to frustrate you, like I come in now and say, Bob, yẹn ti jó, kìíní kan ti yọ, kìíní kan, you will do something else. Because you can do something else. You, because now you carry the vision, now you carry the talent. They are just supporting striker. They are just supporting striker. So, tí wàhálà yẹn bá pọ̀ jù, débi wípé wọ́n attack èèyàn spiritually, because these are things, we've had conversations about these things. Débi pé wọ́n máa hit spiritually, tó bá ti sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n á sọ pé, ó ti bá gbogbo everybody sùn tán o, gbogbo reputation yẹn, wọ́n ti lọ sọ sí gbòòrò. And yẹn máa wò pé, oh my days. And me, I have information about somebody when he says, Afin, how can I help everybody?
Mr. Fagbure.
Yeah.
As a low time football. But I'm not going to close this show I'm going to just step aside, or I might just step aside because I'm a reopen but it's in another form.
Okay.
But thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here. Inú mi dùn láti wá bí mo dúpẹ́ o. Dúpẹ́.